Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Father charged after fighting with mother at son's graduation, incident caught on video. A man seen in a viral video with a woman at a graduation in St. Anne has been charged by the police. Gary Grant, a 43-year-old contractor from Brownstone in the parish, was charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. Grant got station bail, but no court date was given for the accused. It was reported that Grant and the mother of his child attended their son's graduation. An argument began over a trophy and certificate received by their son. Police said the argument turned physical, and the woman was hit in the face and abdomen. She reported the incident, and following investigations, a police team arrested Grant. He was subsequently charged and bailed. A video of the incident, which has gone viral on social media, showed Grant and the woman having an altercation as several people intervened and attempted to part them. A boy believed to be the couple's son cried as his parents fought. Torso believed to be that of accused rapist found in Clarendon. Police were at the crime scene in Scottport, Clarendon, where a torso believed to be that of Ron Barrett was found in bushes on Friday. Barrett, who was listed as wanted for rape, severed head was found on Thursday at Whitney Turn near to Clarendon-Manchester border. Residents of Scottspar told reporters that the torso was found shortly before 11 a.m. on Friday. Barrett, otherwise called Black Seed, is a resident of Ports in Manchester. He is wanted in relation to a case of rape, burglary, assault at common law, and unlawful wounding committed in Whitney Town, Ports in February of this year, a police source told reporters on Thursday. Jackson runs 10.65 for back-to-back 100-meter titles. Sharika Jackson blazed to a new personal best and world leading time of 10.65 seconds at the National Championships on Friday. Jackson became the third fastest Jamaican woman and the fifth overall in the history of athletics. The MVP athlete, Best American Shaka Richardson, world lead of 10.71 seconds, set at the U.S. Championships on Thursday. Sasha Lee Forbes of Sprintech Track Club came second in 10.96, while Natasha Morrison, also of MVP, ran 10.98. Wounded members of Josh's Entourage remained hospitalized in stable condition. The 6 members of dancehall artist Josh's Entourage, who were shot and wounded during a gun attack in Kingston, remain in hospital in stable condition. This as their wounds are not considered life-threatening. The 6 were shot and wounded during a gun attack on the vehicle transporting Josh and his crew along Content Spring Road. Josh was not hurt in the incident. Police theorized that Josh was the target of the attack, which was an alleged reprisal for an incident that occurred some weeks ago involving Josh's mother and a man who was later killed. Josh's mother has denied the claims that she was involved in the altercation. Following the shooting incident, the police urged Josh to turn himself in for questioning and also implement measures in the area to prevent a counter-reprisal. Head of the JCF Communications Unit Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay said based on reports, Josh's entourage was fired on by armed men on motorcycles. She is appealing for persons with information about the incident to tell the police what they know.
Investigators from the St. Andrews Central Criminal Investigation Department are currently investigating a case where 6 persons were shot and injured earlier this morning. In discussion with the commanding officer, it was reported that sometime about 4:15 a.m., Joshi along with some other persons were traveling in a pickup. When they were exiting the Marketplace Plaza onto Constant Spring Road, we understand a group of motorcyclists, approximately 6, rode up and fired shots at the vehicle. At the end of the shooting, 6 persons were found with gunshot wounds and taken to hospital where they were treated. Based on the feedback, their injuries are not considered life-threatening. We understand that Joshi was not among the injured in the incident. So the investigators are now trying to ascertain what is the motive behind the shooting and who are the individuals who are connected to it. So far, they are processing the scene, getting as much information as possible to see how best whatever they have can assist them in furthering the investigation. So it continues. If there are persons with any information that can assist the investigators, would ask them to make contact with the CIB department at Halfway Tree Police Station. The number at the police station that they could call is 926-8184. That's 876-926-8184.
Manchester teen charged after allegedly stabbing another. Detectives assigned to the Manchester police have charged a 16-year-old boy for wounding with intent in relation to an incident in which he, along with a group of friends, allegedly ambushed and stopped another teen on Smoky Street on Ward Avenue in Mandeville on Saturday, March 25th. Reports are that about 8 p.m., the teen boy was exiting the restaurant when a group of boys armed with knives attacked and stabbed him. The police were summoned and the boy was rushed to hospital, where he was admitted in serious condition. Following investigation carried out by the police, the 16-year-old was arrested and charged on Thursday, July 6. His court date is being finalized. Man charged after posting stolen vehicle for sale on Facebook. A man accused of using a gun to rob a woman of her vehicle at her gate was reportedly caught after he posted the car for sale on Facebook. Ocean Cooper was charged with misprision of a felony when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. Cooper was remanded until July 11 after it was revealed that his attorney was not present to make a bail application on his behalf. The allegations are that on April 12 around 12 a.m., the 30-year-old complainant was robbed of her 2008 Toyota Belta motor car at her gate by two armed men. The vehicle was estimated to cost around $800,000. However, on Friday, April 14, the complainant reportedly saw a post on Facebook under the name Cover Cooper, details that the car was for sale for $300,000. After making contact with the police, a sting operation was carried and the accused held. It is understood that arising from a question and answer interview, Cooper allegedly knew that the car was stolen and failed to make a report to the police. Attorney representing 18 accused members of the Yahweh group urges Jamaicans to be cautious in judgments of the individuals. The attorney representing members of the Yahweh religious group is urging Jamaicans to be cautious in their judgment of persons of a particular faith, especially one they do not understand. This amidst a multi-agency investigation into activities at the Yahweh compound along Norwood Avenue in St. James. The group has been under scrutiny for some time, following concerns relating to alleged abuse of children. 23 children were removed from the facility after it was raided by the police last month. In a release on July 7, the police communication arm said 18 people have been charged with breaches of the Child Care and Protection Act. The accused include several parents whose children have been placed in state care. The police also said charges following several inquiries, interviews, and recording of statements during a multi-agency operation conducted on June 30 in partnership with the Ministry of Health. Attorney at law Peter Champagne, who represents the accused persons, told reporters that they have been granted bail and are scheduled to appear before the St. James Parish Court on July 19. He cautioned against rushing to judgment and urged Jamaicans to allow the matter to be addressed in court.
I can confirm that myself and Ms. Samoy Campbell have been retained to represent the persons associated with the Kahal Yahweh grouping. There are two aspects to the matter. One involves a matter concerning the Children's Court, and in that matter it involves, of course, the care and concern of children. The other matter concerns senior persons in the organization, to include the leaders and their wives, and they were charged for various offenses stemming from breaches of the Child Care and Protection Act to breach of the Marriage Act, and in those circumstances they were detained, they were interviewed, and after being interviewed they were all offered bail, and they are set to appear in court later this month. And in terms of the children's, that matter is fixed for the 2nd of August. Sometimes there is a tendency to have an inherent bias in relation to persons. And when I say bias, I mean, again, in relation to persons who are of a particular faith which we don't necessarily understand and consequently don't appreciate. I would be cautious in persons, rushing to judgment, so to speak, and I would want the matters to be ventilated in court so that all concerned will have the benefit of a fair process.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the